In this video, we will continue with revision exercise 5. You will find this on page 252 in the Namibian AS-Level Mathematics textbook Y equals mx plus c to success. So we are going to continue with vectors in 3 dimensions. I want you to stop the video and I want you to do number 4 and 5. Again, you can continue the video as soon as you are finished. Okay, let's start with number 4. The diagram shows a cube O, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, in which the length of each side is 4 units. This is very important. So remember, it's a cube and that's 4. And if I go for that, it's 4. And if I go to the back, it's 4. Okay. The unit vectors I, j, and k are parallel to OA, okay, OA, OC, and OD, okay, respectively. The midpoints OA and DG are P and Q. So remember, that's the mid. So meaning that that part will be 2, 2, okay. And if I go up there, it will also be 2, 2. And if I go up there, 2, okay. Respective center in the square face ABFE. So that's just in the center there. Now, express each of the vectors PR and PQ in terms of I, J, and K. Now, there's 2 ways of doing it. I'm first going to show you just like checking it out on the picture. And then I will show you how to do it in terms of position vectors also. But let's just find that road. And I told you all the 2's and things, and I just need a little bit of color to come in now. Okay. PQ. So where is PQ? PQ. I'm looking for PQ. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. So if I look at PQ, okay, oh, PR, I forgot. First PR. Let's first get, oh, there it is. Okay. Now, by just checking it out on here, let's start with number A. So PR, okay, PR. Now, first your I, now that is 2, so it's going to be 2I, and it's in the positive direction. Then it's going to go to the middle there, okay, so it's again positive, this will be negative. So plus 2J, okay, and then it's up again, okay, although it don't look like my picture now, but it's going to be like that, okay, so it's going to be again 2 up. Let's just get my pen correct. Then it's 2K. Okay, so that is basically on the picture. If I look at the R, let's just say PQ, and I'm looking on the picture again. Now, first I, can you see this is positive and then this will be negative, so it's negative 2I, okay, and now I go to that middle there and then I'm going straight up, so then it's 2 because this is negative plus 2J and then up plus 4K, and that's how I look at it on the picture. But if you want and it's easier for you, you can say, okay, I know that OP, let's just see, where is OP? Let's just see, OP. Okay, I know OP is just going to be 2I. I know OQ, okay, where's OQ? OQ, just be careful, it's no I, so it's just 2J, are you with me? 2J plus 4K. 2J plus 4K. And then OR, okay, where is OR? OR, now it's 4I, can you see that? Plus 2J, so 4I plus 2J plus 2K. Okay, so you can also now do it in terms of that and say, okay, if I want PR,  PR, it's going to be OR minus OP. And it's O, so it's 4I plus 2J plus 2K. Okay, let's just go. Minus, and OP is 2I. So that's 2I plus 2J. No, come on, pen. Plus 2J plus 2K. Exactly the same. PR. And then PQ, it will be OQ plus minus OP. So OQ, okay, let's just see OQ. So it's 2J plus 4K minus OP 2I. So it's minus 2I, if I put it in the correct order, plus 4K. Doesn't matter. But I personally don't think it's so difficult to see it on the picture. Okay, but let's move on. Now, use a scalar product to find angle. Okay, now let's just go for B. A scalar to angle Q, P, R. Now, always look what you have. You have PR. You have that. So remember, the arrows must both go out or both go in. So, and then you will have PQ, so it will go out. Okay, so the scalar product of O, now let's just write it correct now. Now I'm starting incorrect. So it's actually PR times PQ is equal to, and now I multiply, 2 multiply negative 2 plus 2 multiply 2 plus 2 multiply 4. Okay, and that's negative 4 plus 8. And that will just be 8. Okay, and that's the scalar product. Okay, so find the scalar product. It's just 8. And then they go on. They say, okay, use a scalar product to find angles. Sorry, I was not reading it correct. And I see 4 marks. They will never ask this just 4 marks. So always read your question again. They want the angle. Okay, so if they want the angle, I must find PR, the magnitude. So, okay, PR, let's just go. Then it will be 2 squared plus 2 squared plus 2 squared. Okay, so that is going to be in this, okay, let's just see PR. So this is going to be 4/812. Okay, and then I'm going to find the magnitude of PR. Let's just PQ. And that is going to be, let's just get the pen correct. That's going to be negative 2 squared plus 2 squared plus 4 squared. And that is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 16. And that is going to be 24, square root of 24. And then that angle, so cos angle OPQ PR is going to be that scalar product over the square root 12 times the square root 24. Press on your calculator, make sure it's on degrees. Shift cos bracket 8 divide bracket square root 12 times square root 24, close the bracket, correct to one decimal place if they say nothing, so 61.9 degrees. So remember to press shift cos because you're finding an angle, and then bracket 8 divide, and you can put another bracket, square root 12 times square root 24, close the bracket, and if there's another bracket, close, and then you'll get your answer. Okay, and then number C. Find the perimeter of triangle PQR. So it's this one, PQR, giving your answer correct to one decimal. Now I have that QP, let's just show you. I have QP is 24. This red one was square root 24. I have the blue one. What was the blue one? Can you recall? Square root 12. Let's just check. Square root 12. So I just must still find this one. Okay. Now I must first find QR. So let's just find quickly QR. So let's see if I have QR. I can find QR. So this is number C. So first find QR. And how do I find QR? It's going to be, I can just do it by QR. I can basically just use this other ones. Can I show you that I use the ones that I have? If you want QR, this is the short way. It's QP plus PR. That's how I found QR. QP plus PR. So let's just write it. So it's QP plus PR. Okay. Now, let's just see. You have, I just want to go up. You have PQ. You have PQ. But if you want QP, if you want to change direction, we just, okay, so if you want QP, you must just bring a negative and then you change the direction or just change the signs. It actually, one way or another. So it's 2I minus 2J minus 4K. Okay, that's how you change the signs. So I'm just going to write it down. So it's 2I minus 2J minus 4K. Okay, what is PR? Now, where is PR? PR. 2I plus 2J plus 2K. So 2I plus 2J plus 2K. So 2 plus 2, it's 4I. Okay, this cancel out. Do you see? Minus 2K. And now I'm going to find the magnitude. So QR. Okay, again Pythagoras theorem. So it's 4 squared plus negative 2 squared. That's going to be 16 plus 4, which is the square root of 20. Okay. So I'm just going to now say, therefore, the perimeter of the triangle, therefore, perimeter of triangle PQR is equal to that 24. Okay, you can write it in. I can just maybe write it for you. So it's PQ plus PR plus QR. And that is going to be square root of 24 plus the square root of 12 plus this, to write that, the square root of 20. And if you press all that on your calculator, you're just going to get 12.8 units. Okay, and that's how you're going to do it. Okay, this was a long sum. Let's just do the final one in this video. Okay, just want to clean all. Okay, here it is. And let's just clean. Okay, let's start with number 5. The diagram shows a solid figure with a horizontal rectangular base OABC. Okay, OABC, which is 8 and 6 units. The rectangle DEFG lies on the horizontal plane in such that D is 7 units vertical. So that's very important. Vertical above O. And DE is parallel to OA. So DE is parallel to OA. The sides DE and where is it? DG have lengths 4 and 2. It's indicated. Unit vectors I, J, and K are parallel to OA, OC, and OD respectively. Use a scalar product to find angle OBF, giving your answer in this form, okay, where we don't work it out, we just write it there, where A and B are integers. Okay, so let's just read this last part again. Use a scalar product to find angle. Okay, so they're looking for angle OBF. OBF. So I'm going to find OB. I can find OB, but at the end, I want to find BO and BF. But let's start, I think the easiest one first to find is OB. So OB. So if I look at this, it's just going to be, it's not on top, so it's just going to be the 8I and the 6J plus 6J. So, but I want BO, so therefore BO is just changing the direction, so minus 8I minus 6J. Okay, now I'm going to find BF. There is BF. Okay, so if I want to find, I just want to change the color first. BF. So BF, there you see, BF. Okay, so BF can be BO plus OF. Do you see this? So I'm going for this road because I have that one. And OF. But first, so it's going to be BO plus OF. But let's first find OF. Okay, so let's just say OF. Now, if I want to find OF, just check nice. It's going to be this 4, okay, remember it's only 4. So, and this is 90. So it's 4I, okay, so on here on the ground, it's going to be 4I, okay, and now to the back, do you see? To the back, because that back is just 2. So plus 2J, but then I must go up. So it's 4, 4, 2, and then I go up, okay. And how many is it up? 7K. Okay, so that is very important that you first find OF. Because now I can go and I can say, okay, let's just go back to the green. BO, it's negative 8I minus 6J plus 4I, come on, 4I plus 2J plus 7K. Okay, so it's negative 4I minus 4J, let's just see, minus 4J plus 7K. Okay, so what do I have now? If I want that angle, it's OB, there's OB, and I want BF, there is BF. And now I can start with the angle. So I can say, okay, angle, first, it's angle BF. So the scalar product, let's first find the scalar product. Okay. Okay, the scalar product, and that's going to be, and remember my angles now, of B, I said I'm going to work with BO and BF. BO times BF. Okay, now where is BO? It's not that one. It's this one that I'm going to work with. Okay, so I said it incorrect. I'm just going to make it blue. So BO and BF. So it's going to be negative 8 times negative 4 plus negative 4 times negative 6 plus 0 times 7. And that is going to be 32 plus 24, and that's going to be 56. Okay. Now I must still find, and I'm going to keep it to yellow, so I'm going to find the magnitude of BO. And that is going to be negative 8 squared plus negative 6 squared. And that is going to be 64 plus 36. And that's going to be square root of 100, and that's going to be 10. And now I'm going to find BF. Okay, and that is going to be negative 4 squared plus negative 4 squared plus 7 squared. And that is going to be 16 plus 16 plus 49. That's going to be the square root of 81, which is going to be 9. Okay, and now I'm going to say cos of angle, and now let's just OBF is equal to the scalar product over 10 times 9. Remember, it's already out. Okay, so it's going to be 56 over that 90, and you can press on your ABC on the calculator, just simplify it to 28 over 45. Just divide by 2. But I'm ending up, they want me to end up by saying, therefore, angle OBF, and it's just writing it in terms of, I will press the minus 1, the inverse, and it's going to be 28 over 45. And that was the form. If you look here, they want you to end in that form. That is, they want A and B, and they want it in that form. Don't work it out. Just that's your final step.